jumping into the first match. Like we said earlier, first attack is presented by KFC. I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious with all 3 buckets around. But, but yeah, and it's also energized by Monster, and we have a lot of good sponsors. We will be obviously giving shout outs with them. And also a reminder that we also have a KFC combo challenge where people can already compete for a chance to win 500. So that's going to be something that we're going to be having on our Instagram. It's a contest that's going to last until November 14th.
That's a really good
they can start. So we're going to the match. So we're just going to go straight into the match.
All right, dude. Thanks a lot. So you can check out First Attack's Instagram at firstattack_PR for more information about that. And by the way, there's also a Matcherino going on to help the players with an extra prize pool. Just type in !Matcherino in the chat and you'll get the link. And the code is FA20 SFV.
Yeah, and it's already up to $1,300, like you can see on your screen right now. $1,327. That's really cool. Matcherino doing a lot of awesome things for the fighting game community, you know, to provide these extra pots and such. So definitely, if you guys can use that coupon code, it costs nothing to yourself, just a Matcherino account, and then enter that coupon code, and there you go. In fact, I will do so myself too. So.
Oh yeah. I'll get in that. All right, so the match looks like it was just loading in. This is going to be, again, to start things off on winners semis, Spaceboy versus Crossover, and they're playing the characters that we expected. This will be Spaceboy Sakura versus Crossover with Seth.
Alrighty. Yep, here we go.
I'm really impressed. Wow, okay, just started things out. I love it. The V skill 1. You get pressure immediately afterward. Very strong. This character has just been seeing such a giant pickup by so many different people all over the FGC and basically every country. We're all kind of realizing over the past, like, maybe 2 months, hold on a second, like, this character actually has everything.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I do remember one person when Seth dropped was like, how could you not think this character was one of the best characters in the game, you know?
Yeah, that genius, we'll never know who it was.
Exactly.
Crossover's chased around a couple of times. Great hit confirm with the down roundhouse. An excellent button in its own right. When I said that, when I thought that Seth was super strong when they first launched, I didn't even know about some of the stuff. Down roundhouse being a normal that can evade under some things. That's very hit confirmable when you have V skill going or super as well.
Right.
It's a big threat.
All right.
Like I was going to say at the beginning, though, I'm also really impressed by Spaceboy over the last, I don't know, several months, year maybe, of seeing him more and more on the Reddit SF weekly tournaments, putting in work there a lot of the time, and his Sakura is really strong.
All right, and here we go, the activation time. And yeah, Sakura is one of those characters that, you know, obviously started off the year big thanks to the EVO Japan win with Nauman. But, you know, obviously, thanks to the pandemic, things have been, you know, slowed down and everything like that. But I still feel like she's really strong character. But Spaceboy is going to go down to Crossover here on this. So there you go.
And I feel like you can see some of the stuff that Mono talked about. Oh, hold on. I thought it was over 2.
Sorry,
I thought it was over
bad.
2. You didn't even ask the question, James. You just said
it. I know, that's how confident I was. It was going to kill. I didn't even bother asking. What the heck? Oh,
all
still a chance. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, one more. Oh, wow. Stolen turn.
Oh,
wow. That is stolen turn.
Dude, that was Galaxy Brain because Crossover was confident it was going to be that into EX uppercut to steal the turn. So he didn't do anything. And so Spaceboy went for the throw instead.
That maybe the throw tech, but let's give it to him.
I'll give it to him. All right.
Okay, spanning it just like that, so it gets access again to the actual V skill itself.
Yeah.
And Seth snowballs well in the corner for sure. That jump short's really good. They took away Ryu's jump short from season 1 and just transplanted it right into Seth in this season.
Well, you know, Seth steals moves. That's Seth's gimmick, right?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly the lore.
Well, here comes Spaceboy with that potential for the comeback, but I like that V reversal. Just don't give Sakura any more of that pressure. Try to get on the jump attack. Good anti-air.
Oh, dang. Somebody won. Somebody won.
Somebody won.
If you guys could maybe check behind where the player names are, that might indicate which one took the last game.
Oh, it looks like a Crossover took it. I can kind of see the one win behind Crossover's name up there.
Okay, well, So that's a new thing about CFN. They've updated it, and that didn't used to happen as far as I'm aware, but now it does.
I was just about to say, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. To me, this is new. So I think that must have been one of the... I mean, it is supposed to make it so that lobbies run better together, right? They're supposed to be synced better.
Right. Okay, well, like I said, good job to Crossover for winning for that last game. But here we go. There's that setup, yeah. And, you know, this has been a big debate between, you know, East and West players of which one is stronger, V-Trigger 1 or V-Trigger 2 for Seth. And my response to that is, isn't it nice to have two V-Triggers that you could argue about?
Some people think that Seth has the best overall V system in this game, and I think that they're certainly up there. Certainly one of them.
Yeah, I mean...
oh, no, confirm on the crouches. Oh, boy.
It's one of those
I'm sorry
things,
to blow you up, but that was very close.
Oh,
and then directly through? It's not quite Street Fighter 4 Seth's super, okay? But it is actually really far.
Yeah, but great reactions there from Crossover. I mean, he was just waiting for that fireball, you could tell. And so there wasn't obviously pure reactions, was just waiting for that fireball. So good stuff to Crossover. Okay, coming in with that axe kick again. Oh, nice. But, of course, can't get a combo off of the heavy Tatsu. Only the medium Tatsu.
Oh, wow, what a side switch. Oh, well, okay, hey, Spaceboy finds something. Ah, here we go.
Baits it out. I mean, one of the nice things about both of these characters is a little bit of their corner carry, especially with Sakura and that V skill too. And look at this, one of the specialties that I'm so glad they didn't take away from Sakura in Street Fighter V. They tried really hard to make sure most character can't do 3 light attacks into a special move, but they left it for Sakura, and it's been one of her specialties since the first time she showed up in Alpha 2. So I'm really glad they left it for her in this game.
Plus frame there, stealing a couple of turns in these instances. Spaceboy just respecting it all the way into the corner. An activation.
Tried to shimmy, but Crossover jumping away. Smart and nice use of that axe kick to just float over the fireball. But there we go. Got counter hit. Backdash on way.
There we go. Having already spent the trigger for Sakura, that was the attempt. I'm not sure that it went exactly to plan. I feel like there was supposed to have been another usage of it in there.
Couple of free jump attacks for Spaceboy so far. Uh-oh. Hey, there we go.
Yeah, super. It had just built right then. He might have been able to do DED option select from third strike, but maybe no need. Crossover, ready for it, got the super out.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you're gonna buffer into the super no matter what, right? You gotta try just in case. You have to try.
Oh yeah, you can see the pumping. Do you see down forward, down forward, down forward? And then Spaceboy, unfortunately, took the bait. Those jaws clamping right down on the fishing lure of Seth.
Yeah, and again, that's just a great example right there. As I was saying, it wasn't pure reaction. You can tell that there was a lot of anticipation there. So you saw the pumping, like you said, just waiting for it. And so the only thing he had to react with was a button press. And there it was. And so Crossover took that game with the super right through that fireball.
So did Spaceboy back out purposely? This is a 2-0 at this point, right?
Right. I think, yeah, okay. I think it's maybe Spaceboy is contemplating a change in V skills or something like that. So, yeah, I see some of the players in the chat right now. They're like, wait a second. Like, don't we get to play best? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's first to 3. Oh, yeah.
I see you there, Mr. Grand Totokai.
So what'll the change be? I don't know that I've seen anything other than Sakura from Spaceboy. I haven't seen every Spaceboy matchup ever, but whenever I've seen him play, it's with Sakura.
Right. Well, it's like I said, it might be a V skill, V trigger change or something like that. That could also be a possibility as well.
Yeah, he had V trigger 1. Maybe the intention is to switch over to VT2.
You know, in
some bigger
the
juggles
rematch,
to talk to some whatnot. What is it? Yeah, V trigger 2. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to complain too much about it because at least we got both players with the rematch option. But finally, after season 1, no more thumbs up. But it would be cool if we could just change V skill and V trigger on that rematch screen.
I mean, the idea of them paying attention to that cracks me up. I'm sorry.
I know, right? Oh man. It's like I said, at least they gave us the lack of thumbs up situation. So, all right, no anti-air. So far, it seems like both players have been having a little bit of trouble anti-air. I'm not sure.
Well, it's tough to anti-air Seth because Seth has minimum two very strong jump normals and also can change their jump arc really well.
Right, of course.
It sure is. Spaceboy now coming in.
But even from crossover standpoint, we haven't seen a lot of anti-airs from crossover as well.
I'm really surprised to not have seen something there.
Yep, the empty low. That's
Super as well. Oh my god.
That's the standard. Oh, baits it out, and there we go. Gonna get the kill. Nice read on the EX uppercut wake up by crossover. Now he's one round away.
Very nice by Spaceboy. Finally got the corner. We'll be at slight -2 here. Oh no! What? Not quite in time on the punish with crossover.
Oh, the trade right there. That's actually. I feel like Spaceboy will take that trade, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Against Seth Tatsu, I can't believe it lost to a projectile.
Yeah, and we saw a missed axe kick from crossover a little bit just earlier.
Oh no!
Interesting.
Okay, so now the opponent's trigger's already out. Here's V trigger 2 for plus frames there, but really not for a lot.
Yep, here we go. This is the change in the V trigger here. You can see how much damage you can pump out with that. Just that, man, everybody gets pegged by that crouching medium kick. It's funny because Sakura's crouching medium kick really doesn't have as much range as it looks like it does. But I don't know. It's just something. It must be her walk speed. You know, it just gets you into that range, and people try to walk away from her, and they get tagged low all the time. It just happens constantly. Ooh, there we go.
Boy, with a great spot in the corner here. Just trying to pester. Doesn't want to do too much. Oh, that actually was not on reaction. That was a guess right there by crossover. He was right.
I love using this back heavy punch just to anti-air and just kind of zone because it hits high enough that it might even catch the dive kick during its startup, depending on how close she is. Nice!
Good ranging here, and then baits the throw. That was so good with the Tatsu. Would have been safe on block. I love that pressure in the corner. That was at a range that you don't typically see Sakura harass, right? One of the issues that Sakura has is that when she presses just a couple of frame traps up close, she's no longer in range for big damage stuff. But where he was instead buffering with stand light kick. He was harassing with stand roundhouse. He could move in a little bit for crouching medium kick. That was a really good spot. I love that.
Yeah, and that meaty Tatsu there, that's been kind of a throw bait since even almost Street Fighter 4. You know, one of the things that Sakura players will do is just come right up to you. Uh-oh, hit out of the air, unfortunately. So mix confirm, and here we go. Gonna give crossover a chance to push towards the corner, but the back throw. All right, fortunes have changed drastically here, but misses with the overhead, missed the meaty timing.
Yeah, I don't think either player really wanted what happened there. Will he bring it out? Yeah, is he going to force the V reversal? Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's actually really smart right there. A lot of the times you want to use that. Oh my God, we're just going to axe kick all day. I like the choice of the light uppercut to try to hit him out of there. Oh, you know what?
That's so tricky.
Yeah,
right?
you forget.
Crouching roundhouse, you're usually just expecting that to be the end, but if there's already a V-skill stocked, no, you can't.
So you cancel it, and then they try to take their turn. Instead, they walk into a Tatsu like that. Once again, crossover at match point. Here we go.
Hold on, though. Spaceboy. Really? Crouching fierce? Was this intended, or is this supposed to be that?
I don't know, because V reversal would have resulted in towards heavy punch, not the slide, you know?
I guess it could be V reversal. Maybe he's doing down forward some people do.
Oh, what side? Stayed in front. Nice block from crossover, but Spaceboy still with the lead and just going in with the fireballs. Nicely done.
Yeah, using the plus frames of EX right there to continue a little bit more. And it is still match point crossover, but Spaceboy in those last few rounds has really fought well.
Yeah. Ooh. Crossover with the cross under. And then turned it into a throw mix-up. Nice chase down on the backdash and confirmed the juggle with the Tatsu. Really well done by Spaceboy. And a good reaction to tech that as well. So here we go. No anti-airs again, but like you said, probably scared. But here we go into the uppercut. Still has some trigger left. Throw. Okay, it's scary time, but it's the empty jump. I like that because he had gotten crossover into kind of a panic situation, right? It's like, oh my gosh, I'm losing all this health. What am I supposed to do? Then all of a sudden you see the jump over and you're like, uh-oh, here comes the cross-up mix-up. Turn it into the high-low mix-up instead. right here. Kind of a nice scramble situation, and see, you could even see it in Crossover's movement a little bit forward, backwards, like, oh shoot, better turn around and block. And so wasn't expecting the empty jump. Nice job by Spaceboy.
Will Crossover go for a change? This is a player who has played other characters in the past, Akuma for the last couple of years. And Mono said earlier, right, that still occasionally he sees Crossover playing with Akuma. So it might be a switch. I don't know that needs to be the case, right? I feel like Seth seems like it's a fine match.
We also talked about the fact that how Seth has the most complete V system in the game, potentially, arguably. And so, you know, every combination of V trigger, V skill is valid for Seth. So that could also be a change here.
It's true. Maybe he wants to use V skill 2 and its ability to get corner carries and its ability to build V meter more actively. But V skill 1 getting through fireballs, I do think is pretty useful. Well, I guess V skill 2 does it too. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Is that what you're going to do? No, V trigger 1. V trigger 1. Look, I'm on team V trigger 1, everybody. I'm just going to let you know that's my allegiance. I feel it's quite clear. V trigger 2 has nice mix-ups. I love the plus frames afterward. That's cool. It's basically a 3-bar V trigger because you need to wait it until after the opponent's V trigger has already been used because they're always just going to V reversal to escape.
Yeah,
I feel like that's like a clear downside to it.
Well, like I said, that's a downside to it, but at the same time, if you're fighting certain 3-bar V-trigger characters, that may force a V-reversal out of them, so they don't have a V-trigger.
But you could do that with your own V-trigger 1 as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, that's my team. Wow, the back throw actually very serendipitous. That overhead might have been for a stun.
All right, let's see if this V-trigger 1 makes the difference here. The trickiest thing about V-trigger 1 is if you don't hit them, you don't really get to do much with it. Well, that's not true. I guess you could go for the punch, but here we go. That's the damage right there. And
boy.
Out.
No, hold on a second. It was too early on the counter.
Oh, no, not like this.
No.
Not
gotta try to recompose because that's a tough way to go.
Yeah, that is not pleasant at all. And Crossover at least getting his anti-airs versus Spaceboy now. Oh, interesting. Not even challenging after that heavy Tatsu. That is negative from Sakura. And Spaceboy didn't have the meter to steal a turn with an EX uppercut. There we go. And actually that was confirmed into the crouching life punch with Spaceboy. I'm sorry, Crossover didn't believe because she was standing, but he is going to confirm into the critical art. This one won't kill.
You're very sure, huh?
Yeah.
No doubt.
But we've seen the damage output that Sakura has, and we've seen how scary she can be. So, very momentum, streak character. Wow, that was far enough!
That's a rare one right there. And then the DP. Wow, Crossover really waited to the last second, but thankfully Seth has an anti-air invul DP. Yeah, so it's match point now for both players to get into winners finals after the error, unfortunately, by Crossover. He comes back and ties it up right here at the end.
Yeah, I felt like Crossover wasn't even expecting that V skill 1 to hit last round because he didn't even confirm it into the power steal. All right, here we go. Trapped in the go. Oh, I love that.
First time we've seen it. Yeah, great challenge.
Yeah, Seths want to go into the air all the time, obviously, for that axe kick. Going for that up fireball right there. Great read. Thought that was going to whiff. I think he wanted to try to whiff punish that axe kick, but it reached far enough. Good block on the low, but not the second time. Wow, the V reversal out of Spaceboy.
These up fireballs are coming out now in this very last round by Spaceboy.
Yeah. Here we go, and now he's ready. Not this time. Wow, not discouraged at all. The two
coming
of those
in, you can see it. You can see the startup of it. I love it by Crossover. Coming in, next hit could kill. Certainly next hit will kill now either way.
Oh man, okay. Yeah, throws the EX fireball.
Can he get that time? No, that would have been too good.
Yeah. Was trying to maybe use that fireball, obviously, to set something up here. Gets the free jump in. Thanks to it, the back throw is going to be enough to kill. And Spaceboy is going to advance forward. The only player outside of the Latin American region from New Jersey coming in here and taking the first match here in top 8 to get to winners finals.
This is looking back at the error that cost Crossover his trip to winners finals. He just did it too early. That's all. That's all it was. And he won the next round. And in his mind right now, he's thinking, I won that round, right? I made all the correct choices. I was just off in the moment. and then I won the next round, I could be in winners finals. And it's true, he could have been, but he's not. That's how it goes. Spaceboy's there. And in those last few games, I really think that Spaceboy played great. We did see more even as it went on. And by the end, we were seeing him call out jumps by Seth with the up fireball. We were seeing him call out EXDP times. Really strong. And at the end there, I mean, that was a kind of yes or no either way. If that had been EXDP by Seth, it could have been for the kill, would have been for the kill. Whereas grab was for the kill, right? So it just was down to that yes or no moment, and Spaceboy came out on top of it.